first episode of the Faded Theory podcast, brought to you guys by Higher Passion Entertainment. So I'm your host, Ruben. I got my other co-host right here, Sapita. Sapita, how should I say it? Sapita. Seppi. All right, but introduce yourself. That's nice. All right, and then over here to my right, we got Josh.
Yo,
and we already know from the Heroes in Mutant podcast.
Let's go. And the Cut the Film podcast.
And the Cut the Film, that's right. So as you know, we, Higher Passion Entertainment has a bunch of podcasts that we have bringing to you guys. If you guys haven't subscribed to our YouTube account, you guys should. If you guys haven't followed us on IG, we have so many different pages that you guys follow from all our different podcasts. So if you guys haven't, you guys should. And like I said, it's the first episode of the Faded Theory. So, you know, it's basically as it sounds, you know, it's the title itself.
We're faded.
Well, we're faded.
We're about to get faded.
As a matter of fact, not yet. We're not faded yet, but we should start it off, right? Might as well. So it's like I said, Faded Theory is like the title, you hear it. We're gonna be faded. And when it comes to theories, we're talking about conspiracies and all when it comes to the government, aliens, COVID. But that'll all be in due time. But for tonight, I do want to speak
I like that little
about aliens. Come on, when it comes to conspiracies and theories, we all got what's the first thing that comes to mind? You know what I'm saying? Aliens, right?
I mean, they're here, so it's like...
But check it. That's
what are you trying to say?
That's gonna be our first. Check it. That's gonna be our first topic. But I want to get into, since the Faded Theory. What type of strain do you guys like to smoke? I'll start with Sapita.
Well, it depends on the mood.
Ooh, okay.
No,
I
used to do indica all the time, but I started getting like super lazy. I would just knock out. So I started doing sativa, but I just go back and forth now.
Back and forth, man.
Yeah, I just kind of go back and forth.
But
I like my sativa before the
that
gym. I know
aspect?
it's bad to smoke before the gym, but it gives me a little motivation.
Sativa? I usually do indica because it gets me lazy, so I have to work twice as hard to get the good workout in. So I sweat like twice as much. That worked for me for a while though.
Well, no, as for me, I'm always gonna be an indica man. Like I just like that heavy, potent kind of stuff, And then I feel that that's like Josh said, the indica is supposed to make you lazy or make you feel drowsy or whatever, make you go to sleep. But now, as for me, I still function off that. People be like, I can't function off that. That's why I'd rather have the sativa, or if I do want that heavy stuff, I want that hybrid. But I'm nah, I'm all for that heavy stuff all around.
Well, I'm down for the heavy shit, but not
do you fuck with hybrids on?
I do,
when you
but
want like the mix and match of the sativa and then
I normally don't want to mix and match. I'm always about, like I said, I'm always about the may I have the light, please? I'm always about the heavy stuff because, like I said, I can still function on it no matter what. But that's just my opinion. Yeah, that's just on me. That's just on me. I could still function no matter what. Sativa, I just feel I'm not trying to be on that.
Want to be creative
on that lady stuff.
Thank you. Yes.
But other than that, indica is always the way to go.
Yeah,
usually I'm
sure.
always doing like physical activity, so
yeah.
I always get sore or I'm tired by the end of the day, so
Absolutely.
it's like indica should just like,
If I have a hangover, I'm for sure getting indica.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
And some fun.
Damn, so full with the weather right now is actually pretty bomb, to be honest.
I go ramen. I always do ramen.
Ah, well, hey, but pho, you can't go wrong with pho.
Do you like, see the weed already? Do you guys like pho or ramen better?
Ramen.
I'd go pho.
Yeah, I go pho too.
Without a doubt, especially with this weather right now. I could eat ramen any other day, whether it's cold or not cold. Same with pho, but I think with the weather going on right now, since it's like winter time, I think I could go with that.
No.
Alright.
Oh, go ahead.
So, when it comes to smoking out of something, what do y'all prefer?
Depends what I'm doing at the time. If I'm with people, it's usually blunts because it's just like more in handy. You just cut them up real quick, roll a fat one, and then just smoke it up. But if I'm just chilling at the house or I'm in my car, usually bongs are the way to go. Get a little nice water bong, freaking toke it during lunchtime, forget what the fuck I'm doing during work the last 2 hours, and then just be like, oh, time to smoke more.
Yeah,
but
How about you, Speedy?
I only smoke backwards.
Damn, that's what you're smoking on right now, huh?
Yeah. I wash them though, and sometimes I boil them. You know, if I'm not in a rush or something. So.
Nah.
It's easier to roll when it's wet.
I
Yeah,
guess.
for sure.
I guess it's like Josh said. I guess depending on, or like Sapita said as well, it's on the mood or what you're doing and all that stuff. You know. Normally, when I'm with these fellas, I'll be smoking blunts. You know. But me, as you see right now, like smoking a joint. I do like to smoke joints. That's for me, it's the best way to go.
Oh
Here,
yeah,
could I get
joints
a-
are better for your lungs. So.
Not only that,
Yeah.
not only that, it's healthier for you. But I just feel like you
get the taste of the weed.
you get the taste of the weed more, and it's just more pure. You know, it's not
Mm-hmm.
You're not fucking around with tobacco as
Yeah.
much. So, because when you do smoke a blunt, you do get that little taste of
Tobacco.
tobacco.
You
and
get that
tobacco
nicotine
hit.
addiction off
Exactly.
of it.
I don't know about addiction.
Well, I
We
mean,
do, because
I mean, I
when I
consider it.
quit, I was having not crazy withdrawals. I wasn't withdrawing like, oh my god.
Yeah.
But like I would wake up like sweating in my fucking bed. I had a headache for 2 weeks. Like yeah, I had those symptoms. Obviously they're not bad like other people with withdrawals, but like you can get addicted to blunts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just because it's withholding the tobacco, so either way, once you take that tobacco out, there's still that certain type of it. So you're burning it, there's still some nicotine
for
in
sure.
there stuck with it. That's why, like you said, papers are the way to go. Thinner.
Yeah.
They're made out of hemp leaf sometimes too. If you use
Yeah, and lately when I've been at home, I have been smoking. Taking those bong rips.
Oh,
Rips from the
okay.
bong. You know what I'm saying? But cause then normally when I would hotbox my car, I haven't been lately, but it would like I said, joints or the blunt. But lately when I just been chilling at home,
Peace on your
or the
road.
piece, yeah. But lately I just been at home, just chilling with this whole quarantine going on. I just been taking rips from the bong. But yeah, that's the way I feel.
With the bongs. Yeah.
Bong rips,
Have a collection at the house, everything.
Yeah, I have a couple. Yeah, I have like 3 different bongs. If I'm not mistaken, I have a little bong, medium.
bong.
Yeah, it goes like it's like a freaking what's it called? Like the freaking, how would you call it, right?
The what?
The signal you have on your phone. You got the small little signal, then the bigger one.
Oh,
that goes.
damn,
Yeah, I had
oh my god, you're hilarious.
I'm not. I had a bad experience with the small one. I had it in my car and I totally forgot, and that thing just freaking broke on me. And I'm like, damn. Ever since then, I haven't trusted myself, and I'm like, I haven't bought in a case just to
You gotta
have it
be
in the
careful
car.
with that, bro.
Yeah, I know. I was like, damn, lesson learned. Sad day.
Alright, so I guess that's a little bit about us, when it comes to smoking, what kind of strains, what we like to smoke out of, and
Okay, so now, well, we're still on this topic. Since we're talking more about weed, do you guys prefer weed more, over wax and edibles? Or
Yeah, for sure. I love my flower.
yeah, for sure. I love my flower or everything. Like I don't mind the wax, the crumble, edibles, and all that stuff. But the flower is always gonna be my thing.
So
To be
go-to.
straight up, it's
That's
always
the
gonna be
go-to.
my go-to. I
Yeah.
mean, this is how I first
How we
started
started.
getting high. Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna go away from that. That's for sure.
Yeah, I remember in high school it was like whenever we wanted to pick up, it was either just Kush or Chronic. And then now I don't know where like it started becoming all these fucking names. So it's like Bubba J.
Well, no, I don't know if
G.
you guys ever heard that story a while ago that Snoop said. I'm pretty sure it's years and years ago, but the way they came up with Chronic is that they were high, right? So he said he picked up from Connect or something like that, and he said, "Hey, yo, check it out. There's some hydroponic, right? The way they grow it, not hydroponic." And since he said we were so faded, they just heard chronic. So supposedly that's where the chronic term came from, because they were so faded, and he was like, "Nah, it's hydroponic," but they heard chronic. So they're like, "Hey, you know what? We're smoking on some chronic and shit." So supposedly that's where chronic came from, and I heard it because that's where Snoop from. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. Hey, that may be a theory itself. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty faded if I say. But like, hey, straight up from what I know, that's where the chronic came. Yeah, shout out Snoop for sure.
For real. He's from Diamond Bar.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's not from Diamond Bar,
Well,
but he lives in Diamond Bar.
at the moment.
She graduated there.
You graduated from Diamond Bar?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
I didn't smoke weed in high school though.
You didn't?
I played basketball for years, so I was like
I didn't
my
do it.
basketball.
I played football,
Oh, yeah.
so I had to keep it on the down low.
that's
I might be very myself, but I've been smoking since like 8th grade.
Oh,
So
shit.
what?
Yeah.
I'm 28.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say next.
I'm 28 right now. So
Damn.
20 years. 20 years.
Damn, I was.
No, wait, no.
I was 12 years old.
20.
16 years, so it's like 16 years already. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, my first hit was in 8th grade too. I was behind my wall at my house. My homie's like, "Hey, let's smoke up." I'm like, "For sure." So the first way over, it's like the easiest because you're fucking that. And I don't know how people don't. How they're like, "Oh, I didn't get high." I was like, "No, I fucking got high. I ripped those shits as much as I could. I held my breath. I did all the things I knew." And by the time I had to come over the wall, I just couldn't. I looked at it for like 3 minutes. I'm like, "Bro, I can't even walk." My homie had to jump over the wall, and I had a ladder, so this just threw it over. He's like, "Just climb up through this." Ever since then, it's just like, I was high at school, taking tests. That's how I passed all my fucking tests.
Yeah, right.
I took the PSATs, get high.
You're lying. Are you trying to be like freaking how high?
No.
Get high,
No,
get high scores.
No, because throughout time, my education, what do you mean? So, I don't know. I was smart back then, guys.
Poor high school, poor high school.
Poor
I don't know, blame it on the weed, fool. Don't blame it on the weed. Get out of here with that, dude. You're tripping. Alright, so I want to just get into this now. Let's get into these theories.
What theory do you have for us, Mr. Ruben?
Well, aliens,
Oh, yeah, see?
extraterrestrials,
Beings.
beings. If they're beings, what if they're extraterrestrial animals or beasts or something? No, I'm being serious. I ain't gonna lie. I'm alright. So like I said, I'm a host from the Heroes and Mutant podcast, and I was actually watching, Infinity War earlier, right?
Okay.
And come on, that's one of the main, multiverses or universes that's out there, So you have the people from planet Earth, and then you obviously have so many different planets where it's either an alien or a form of a raccoon or a, or a freaking or a
huge brown
freaking a trunk. You know what I'm saying?
A trunk.
Or no, how do you call it?
a tree.
A tree. Yeah, exactly. A tree trunk. So basically, like a tree trunk.
Oh, a tree trunk. Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay, I thought
So when I said trunk, I didn't want you to be like thinking the back of a car.
No,
You know
I
what
thought
I'm
you
saying?
said
It's a transformer.
I was like, okay.
So like that's what I'm saying. There's so many different types of. I feel like there's so many different types of forms that aliens can be, not just one type.
For sure.
But I don't know how you guys feel on
No,
that
I
aspect.
mean, I've been into aliens since, you could say, the movie Signs.
Signs. Damn,
Like
what year is
that-
that? I need to
That
look
was
that up again.
1990.
No, Signs, unless they made a older one.
You know what's creepy
Or like
is
98,
I feel like a
maybe.
lot of movies that
No,
come
2000s,
out,
2000s.
they like actually come true in like real life. It's kind of creepy.
Well, honestly, like, do you think when it comes to like me bringing alien movies, it's like them trying to give you hints that they exist by making them always look kind of the same way to try to get people to get used to that form, so until they see it in real life.
Yeah,
like,
I agree with you.
I've seen this in a movie before.
I feel like there's some sort of truth to every kind of film like that. you
Yeah,
know?
like okay, this is not to do with aliens, but the pandemic. The movie.
Oh yeah, I saw about that
With Sandra
too.
Bullock. It's not. Is it called the pandemic?
Bird Box?
No, it's
Nah,
not Bird
there's
Box.
something called
There's
the
another
there's something
movie.
called the pandemic, but I
With
don't think
her?
it's with Sandra
No.
Bullock.
It's called The Contagion.
Oh, Contagion.
Yeah. And basically, it's what's going on right now.
Well, there was this Chinese movie that came out like 5 years ago that basically talked about it at the end. Like, it was like a last scene where a doctor is basically talking about what COVID-19 is and how it could spread and how it could like take over everything.
What?
I haven't seen that. I need
What
to look into
movie?
that.
What
I
year
forgot
was
the
that?
name of it. I'll look it up right now.
What
but-
year was that?
So that was like 5 years ago. So.
What the fuck?
I mean,
Alright.
COVID,
Like, we all know
COVID
this
already
shit was
has
planned.
been an existing.
You guys gotta hold on
Oh,
to
it
this.
has. It has.
But we'll
There's
change
different
that.
versions
We're going
of
back
it.
to aliens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
we
bad.
need to
Back
talk
to
about
aliens. My
aliens.
bad.
Yeah.
I need to switch it up like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. We're not trying to get
we
too
need
deep
to,
into
Yeah.
this.
Back to the
That's
aliens.
for
It was
another
3
time.
years ago.
3 years. 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to these motherfuckers.
But where do you guys feel on that aspect of aliens? Like, how is there only one race of aliens, or you guys do feel like there's so many different forms?
There's this guy named Bob Lazarus. He's basically
Oh yeah, I know.
he named that there was 3 types of species of aliens. There was the Greys. There was, I forgot what the other ones are called, and then there was the lizard people. So basically, there's 3 forms of aliens. One's not a hostile, which is the ones with the big eyes. Then there is another one that are the Greys, which is like
the typical ones.
The typical ones that we always see, and then there's like the lizard people, which those are supposed to be like the more hostile ones. I don't know. I was like reading up on that, and they said there's like 4 or 5 other more species that just like they're all like preying against each other and shit, like trying to take over.
I believe it. I mean, it's just
to
like how it is.
To see what's the better species. No, just like
take over
overall, like
take over.
Like
another
say like
species.
the lizard, like the lizard people will like kill the Greys or any other alien.
Basically,
so
like
the Greys?
here.
Like where are they? Does he say where they are? Are they on Earth?
Nah, see that's the thing. He doesn't say where they are. He just suspects, like, you know, there's 3
Who
different.
Who is this guy?
He
You
was a
heard
former.
No, I haven't heard of
He
him.
was a former employee for Area 51.
Oh, Area 51. Oh,
So he blew
okay,
the whistle in a way.
Okay, yeah.
There's actually documentaries
On him on Netflix.
him.
Okay.
You should check it out on Netflix.
I watched. Okay, I need to look at my phone because I wrote his name down.
Yeah,
I
go
knew
for
I
it.
would forget.
Go for it. You should write it down. You know, take notes. This spread that knowledge.
Dude, I remember in high school, my homie's brother is in the Air Force. And what's it called? He showed us a video where he's like he took it at the base. So basically, they're walking from. I think they said they had like finished eating dinner. So it was like late night, like 8, 9 o'clock, and they were walking back towards where they sleep.
Yeah.
And that they started hearing, like, when the video you hear like rattling between the bushes.
Damn.
And out of nowhere, you just like you don't get to see the whole body, but you do get to see from like the stomach area to down to the legs. So in that video, like they recorded because they're like, what the fuck is this noise? Like it's rattling and like all this shit.
Yeah.
So they're recording and they're like walking, and then when they're walking, like you see it like run. Like you just see the legs run, and then it goes into like a big ass bush, and they just run at it, and then from there they're like, and then they're just trying to like put their phone flashlights to check it out, or like try to dig through that bush, but they just never find anything. But in the video, you just see like the legs running. I'm like,
that's
shit,
crazy.
fucking that going on a base too. Like I could believe that, especially Air Force. You're basically.
I know, that's what I hate about the government, because I know they're holding back. You know what I'm saying? They already know. It's like
we're always holding back.
Like especially how, you know, Joe Rogan said, and he put it out there. You know, it was a Israeli ex-space chief or something like that, where he said, like, you know, aliens are out there, but supposedly us humans are not ready for the truth.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about that?
I mean, I think you're right. People over here tripping over the pandemic, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they've been saying that over the years, so you think that's
and
just
I
an
think
excuse?
the pandemic is very real, like, but I'm just saying though, like, people aren't ready for that.
Humanity isn't ready, actually.
I feel like half of the people are and half of the people aren't, you know what I mean? It's always gonna be split.
That's true. That's true.
Well, I mean, this year during the Pentagon, they released 3 videos of like aerial, like people like flying, making contact with.
Yeah, but I mean, some of these videos.
But it's funny because it hit during the pandemic, and they announced it, and like nobody even paid attention because like everybody was worried about something else. So
this is one of these theories why I believe in too. See, this is why I think they're gonna try to get their way. Alright, so there was this prophet, I forget what documentary I saw, and I think I told Josh about it too. And he was from the like 15th, 16th century. So he's like an old school dude, right? And he foresaw what was gonna happen. He foresaw World War I, World War II. He foresaw the plague that hit back in the days in Europe, you know, which was the Black Plague, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And he also foresaw certain, I believe, like, you know, massacres, which are murders, you know, like presidential murders and all that stuff. and he said there was gonna be an other like some sort of pandemic, like the plague, and like that's what we're going through right now. But he said in order to distract people from that, the next major thing that was gonna happen after that was there gonna be the announcement of that yeah aliens do exist, and I think we just got a glimpse of that when Joe Rogan said that Access Reality Chief Space, said that we're just not ready for it.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's how it's just gonna start. It's gonna be like, damn, that was just the first little introduction. See how people are gonna react to that.
Yeah.
Let's just put this out there. Hint it out there. How are people gonna react?
Yeah.
Like, are they gonna trip out, or or do they really wanna know more about it? I know I was one of those people where I was like, hey, you know what? I want to meet these motherfuckers too and shit. That's how. Cause Joe Rogan said like, hey, I want to meet these people. People chill out, get it together.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, y'all get it together. I want to meet these motherfuckers too.
Honestly, I've just been trying to go out and actually like try to look for them and shit. Like I'm trying to take a drive to like Area 51 and just like chill with them.
That's not gonna happen, bro. Even when like you can't.
You never know.
You didn't even go to Area 51 just casual. Just look up at the sky the other night and shit.
I thought there was a couple people that tried and
well, why would you go to Area 51? You really think they're gonna explode themselves there?
Aliens? Yeah, if they have had contact with them. Like,
but why? I don't see. That's the
whole
whole thing.
There were 2 people or 3 people
it's
that
not.
went by
You're thinking
Area
about
51.
you're thinking about old theories and shit.
No.
Area 51 isn't even the hottest spot.
There isn't a dust spot.
Yeah.
There's one here in Beverly Hills
There are
too.
people that went to Area 51 like a couple months ago, and they got caught.
Yeah, because there's nothing going on. They're just trying to go
Yeah.
just because of the name of it.
I still think.
Nah, trust me, it's not a hot spot.
But then again, like that's on my bucket list. I want to say I fucking went to Area 51.
Oh well, you could say you went, but
Yeah,
don't expect to see something just because you think it's a hot spot. Maybe back in the days it was, but don't you think that it was just the government maybe just putting coming in and out with flights or something like that? And we all know the government has tried to freaking what do you call it, re-engineer freaking
Crafts.
the crafts.
Do you guys think you saw aliens before?
Yes.
Yeah,
A
your
lot of
face.
Oh my god, that's funny. But yes.
Alright, but now alright.
Yes.
Now, so see, that goes back to my question then. Y'all say you want to go to Area 51. So do you feel like you have seen a freaking...
Yeah, I feel
Where
like
then?
I have. Okay, so we were talking about it earlier. The story was that we were driving through New Mexico.
and you say you saw the half belly down? That's the one you're talking about?
About the shit? Like, there was just a really bright, like, aluminum disc, like, just rotating on top of a fucking mountain. And I'm just, like, fucking looking at it for, like, a minute straight. I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit? And then, like... Okay, I was the kid, so I wasn't high at the time, so I believe it was fucking
So how
true.
old were you when you thought you saw something?
I was 12. I was 12.
Oh!
13 years old.
That's so weird.
Yeah. Screw you guys.
She's hot.
She doesn't believe you, John. She
I do
doesn't
believe
you.
him. I do believe
It's
him.
the same way I fucking have experienced shit with the paranormal and ghosts. Like,
What's a
You've seen
paranormal?
ghosts to it.
yeah, I've seen ghosts.
You've seen ghosts?
Hell yeah, I've seen fucking
You
ghosts.
see dead people?
No, I don't see dead people. Not fucking like being kind of fucking people, but I've seen shadows. I've seen.
No, I believe in them too.
I
I'm just
pulled up
saying.
my bed once, motherfucker.
I'm just asking you if you seen dead people, if you really
You
seen
said
them.
shadows.
Just come out of the shadows.
Are you sure you were your own shadow?
I think you just made it, John. Oh man, John.
You know, y'all call me off guard
I'm
now.
like gonna cry. That's funny.
Oh dude, that was man.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I know I caught that. I see dead people.
this podcast is funny.
Oh gosh.
How about you, Peter? You feel you've seen
I don't wanna
a UFO or
I
an
mean,
alien
like-
in your life?
Oh shit.
Police.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
What was your question?
Do you feel if you've ever seen an alien or UFO in your lifetime?
Okay, I don't know if it was UFO. I thought it was. But so like I was in Rolling Heights with
Alright.
my friend. I was smoking, right? He wasn't smoking though. He was
So
just
you were
chilling.
just looking at you were stuck
I was
looking at
looking
a
at the
street light.
sky. No, I was looking at the sky. They have a really nice view of like the whole city. That's why I smoke outside in the front. So basically, I'm looking at the sky and I see like I thought it was a star, but it was like moving really fucking slow. Like really slow. And it was just going. And then all of a sudden, it just disappeared. It just like,
That's scary.
it was just scary. But I was just tripping
Yeah,
out.
dude, that was scary.
And my homie was tripping out.
He saw it too?
Yeah, he followed it. We started walking like with it.
So you sure I check it. Just to clarify.
Sorry,
You sure
I'm explaining things
check
best.
it. You sure it wasn't just you two moving slowly and that star wasn't moving at all?
No, bro, no.
Are you sure?
No.
I'm just that. I gotta clarify that because you
Okay,
said
I
you guys
already
followed
clarified
it.
it. No,
Okay.
that's
I'm just making sure.
That's not what I said.
No, you said you saw it moving slowly.
Yeah, I started
and then
moving
you
slowly,
said, I know.
and then I started to follow it.
I know, that's
So
how I
it
said. I
was
just wanted to make
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I just wanted to make
So
sure.
then basically it just fucking went away, and then my homie like didn't want to trip out. He don't believe in that shit. So he was like, "Oh, he's like it was a shooting star." I was like, "Bro,
It's a
shooting
slow-ass
stars
fucking
are
star."
fucking fast."
Yeah.
Like he's like, "It's a slow star."
No,
like, yo, there's no
it's a little
such thing.
slow star, you know.
So basically, I talked to his
Shooter.
little brother a couple weeks later.
Uh-huh.
This fool asked his brother, "Is there such thing as a slow star?" But yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, yeah, I saw something. But your story's crazy. You know, this disc and everything.
That's just like, what the fuck?
Oh
That shit was a
damn!
trip.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I don't think.
You ever seen that?
I don't think I've witnessed anything like that before.
You know how-
I know I've seen
wait.
shooting stars. I know like meteor showers. I've
Yes.
Wait, did you ever get to catch that light in the sky that happened 2 years in a row? The one that just like stood in the sky for like 20 minutes and it just like it threw out like a beam of fucking light.
Wait, what?
Oh, I know what you're talking
I
about.
have that shit on my
Wait,
phone.
what are
that's
you
Let me
talking
see.
about?
Oh, it's
on my other phone.
on your
Yeah,
other
on my
phone.
Android.
I think I know
But
what
I have
you're
both- I have
talking
both
about.
of
Let
them.
me let
What
me
are you
look
guys
it up.
talking about?
So
There's yeah,
basically the first time I saw it, I was driving to Azusa. Okay, that's in California. We're in California.
Yeah.
So I was driving through Azusa and I had my friend in the car. And I started like I got distracted by just seeing like a light in the sky, but it seemed very bright. And I'm like, hey, like what is that? He's like, dude, it's just a plane. Yeah, that.
Yeah, supposedly that was an X.
And
a
then
missile.
SpaceX missile set, but they
Let
try
me
to
see.
announce it like,
The fuck is that?
yeah.
That don't look like no fucking missile.
Yeah,
No.
apparently what they said is that that's falling debris from the
I don't know if
the-
it's falling
the rocket.
debris,
Oh,
but it's
okay, I
like-
see
yeah,
the
But
little-
it's
Okay,
like no,
makes sense.
because we've had so many other launches. We've had so many Apollo launches where it's just like,
Oops.
Oh no, you're good.
Nice.
But it's something new where I think
Oh, I got ash on me.
where I don't burn yourself. Where I just think it's where you know how say a torpedo, you know, where it like it takes off from the boat, right? So that's already one little like how do you say trail.
yeah.
And then when it hits the flame, you know, the boost, that's another kind of like back trip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like it's one. I see this is why I kind of do believe it's one of those missiles because of just for that specific reason where it has two different kind of back trails and then obviously that whole force going around it. It's like when you're coming from outer space.
Honestly, seeing that shit was a fucking.
Oh, well,
seeing
it's a
that shit
trip
develop
because-
from just being a little fucking light to just.
But then you also
like
gotta-
a big ass flashlight. Like it literally looked like a fucking flashlight.
Well,
Like,
what I could
it
believe.
moved around. Like the light
It
went
moved
right,
around?
left, then it went right. Like
Well,
it
yeah,
looked, and it
bullets
looked like
don't.
it was looking.
Bullets
some
don't
way.
go straight either. Missiles don't go directly straight either. They have their little waves to it too.
You know what? To me.
No, don't bullets go straight.
Well, no, Always, they go in a certain direction, but they don't necessarily go straight.
Oh, I get what you mean now. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I just needed you to repeat
That's
what
all
you
it's
said.
So that's the way. No, but see, that's why I hate like going against it because I do believe in like UFOs or what I do believe in too is it could have been some sort of missile that correlates with the aliens where they were just trying something that they told them about.
Yeah.
Like like future technology.
I feel like didn't they I don't know. They built the pyramids, bro.
Oh,
in
without a
Egypt,
doubt, yeah, for sure.
Like I feel like they helped humans with something.
Our favorite documentary when it comes to aliens. Well, I have so many I can't even name my two.
I have, yeah.
Oh, I watched this show
I
with
fucking
my
love
fucking
X-Files,
coworker
though.
when we're high.
Which one?
Fuck, what is it called? Something aliens.
Ancient Aliens?
Yeah!
Yeah, they're already like, what,
There you
15
go.
seasons in?
Yeah, they dropped a new
dude.
season on Netflix.
Oh, no, they
No, I was thinking of another show.
No, they didn't. I was like, don't lie. I already
No,
know.
it wasn't.
But damn, there's so many good documentaries on aliens. Like, I believe them all. And I'm surprised that, a lot of people haven't fallen in line for that. And wasn't it exposed too? There's also another article I read that supposedly, Donald Trump was gonna expose that whole alien stuff, So that's dope as ring. And but supposedly the extraterrestrials, the aliens interfered. They stepped in.
Ready.
They stepped in and said like, nah, and I think that's what the whole thing went in, like, hey, they're not ready.
Yeah.
They're not ready for this. Trump being Trump, this is the one thing I would have fucking been like, all right,
I
homie, you
believe
did
him,
right by
brother.
that
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, because I know you ain't gonna bullshit about that. I mean, I know you bullshit about a lot.
So what do you think about the whole JFK and him? Like he announced saying that there was other outside type of beings, and then because he said that when he was gonna be in the house, he was gonna be giving out information that has been withheld. I forgot what that documentary was, but it was talking about all the alien experiences that the presidents had written down that they've had. Like they have Bush meetings, they have JFK meetings, Reagan, like they have all this shit. I forgot what it's called, but I'll send it to you when I see it.
You know what's weird is like what you said. I'm kind of high right now, but what you said earlier about the 3
Species.
Like I think why would Trump make a space force?
Oh yeah, I'm
Well,
glad you
because
brought that
isn't
up.
Elon
That's
Musk trying to go to
true.
Mars?
Huh?
Hey, no. Supposedly,
No, but I thought
there's already
Okay.
people on Mars right now working with. That's another part of the
Yeah,
story.
I
There's
heard they
people working
built
on
radishes, or they built. They were able to
Radish.
grow radishes.
Well, I believe they already have space centrals too, like for fucking they
Oh,
both
for sure.
to fucking put gas and shit like
Yo,
or fill up on whatever they use.
There. Oh fuck.
What's up? Let it know.
I don't know who fucking told me this. Was it you? I don't fucking know. But someone told me about some beach, Malibu, somewhere in Malibu, like underneath or some shit is where supposedly a UFO where they could park their UFO down in the ocean or something. I don't fucking know. Some shit like that. But
Oh no,
I'm gonna look it
it's
up on
just
Google real quick.
it's just
Have you
that
heard about that?
there's this thing where
I'm saying it.
they're saying that
You good.
they actually have water bases.
Yeah,
And there's a lot of them connected throughout the actual coast of California. So Long Beach area, Long Beach San Pedro area is supposed to be a hotspot, like Catalina Island. There's been a lot of actual reports from people from Catalina Island saying that they seen lights go into the water and coming out.
Yeah, bro, they're real.
And that's not only the first
that's
time
another
too,
spot I want to go. I want
know.
to go to Catalina and stay at the beach
Man,
and
I've
just
been
stay
wanting
up
to
the
go
whole
to
night and
Catalina.
at the beach and
Hell
just see
Fucking
what.
youngins, huh?
But not only that, because I do believe it, because
Find a little leprechaun.
that's not the first time, where people have said that they've seen something come out of the water or go into the water, you know. Even Christopher Columbus has said in one of his diaries that he saw something, if I'm not mistaken, come out of the ocean as he was coming to explore America out here. And he has it in his diary. So I'm like, damn, dude. Like, if he's seen it, like, you know, and it goes back to that's how many years ago it was, you know, hundreds of years ago. Like, it's crazy. And I do believe in all this. Like, as a little kid, too, dude, I've always believed it. Like, it's freaking crazy.
There's this guy, he used to, I forgot his name, I couldn't find it on my phone. I didn't save it. But, he used to work in the government, like, I think he was on the ships, so what is that, Navy?
The Navy, yeah. Unless he was in the, no, the Navy.
He was, like, really high up, though, like, but he would, like, watch out, like, you know, at night, like, the deck.
Yeah.
And, like, he was saying how, like, one night, like, he saw something shoot up out of the ocean, and it was in the sky, and then all of a sudden it shooted back down, and then like it shooted back up, and it went back down. But he said like the water would like open for it.
That's fucking crazy.
It's gonna be like
yeah,
an accident and shit. Freaking little basketball court opens up and the jet just comes out.
But
That's
he was like
crazy.
going off on like basically like spilling like all of the files that he worked
They
on.
come out the water.
And,
Hey man, I forgot my keys. Go back down.
He put like a lot of government shit out.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. The government needs to just come out with the truth, like, fuck it, ready or not, you know, here I come and shit, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, just let it be known. Like, we've already dealt with so much, you know, bullshit in the world with this pandemic, racism, all that other stuff, you know? Like, are you gonna tell us we ain't gonna be able to handle aliens now? Like, fuck it. If anything, that'll help everybody here unite and shit.
Exactly.
They get scared of the aliens. Well, fuck it, let everybody unite.
But
you
you know,
like,
when they
let
unite,
people
they're
know
gonna
that
be,
we're all
no, they're gonna
together.
be so
Oh, for
hostile
sure.
when they come to that shit. If they ever freaking find out.
No, well, see, that's the thing. We
People
gotta
are
keep,
gonna freak out.
we gotta keep the white people in check when it comes to that shit. Like, hey, none of this racism shit, you know, like.
The Trumpies.
Like, yeah, the Trumpies and shit. No Trump shit here, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Basically, we keep them in check as we unite. Not that we gotta. I think that's just gonna be the only way we're gonna be able to unite. Unless they want to go against the people they already hate because they're racist, and then they're just gonna go against the aliens too. Like that's stupid. Like, why won't you unite with your own human beings and shit? But I don't know. I mean, I don't think it will get hostile unless, like you say, we meet one of those 3 freaking forms of aliens that Bob said.
That's just crazy though. I do. Okay, so what do you guys like? Do you guys think that theory of saying like when they say that you have dreams that you get abducted and like you actually see those performances happening to you, and you just wake up back in like your bed? Like have you guys ever had one of those dreams before?
Now that I could relate with. Like, I haven't seen a UFO. I haven't you know, seen an alien. But I'm not saying I've gotten abducted in my dreams and it felt so real. But I have had dreams where that's happened. But I don't believe it's happened because it didn't feel too real to me. Where, like, I just feel like, oh yeah, I just saw this documentary, or oh, I just saw this alien movie recently, and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy because I haven't even like seen anything or anything.
And see, that's the thing, because I was watching The Fourth Kind. I was actually I was watching The Fourth Kind the other night.
Great movie.
And that's basically something to do with that, you know, where these people they feel like they have nightmares, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But in the end of it, they were actually real. Because it's based on a true story. Based on true story.
Yeah, because they show clips.
And they were like, oh, it's just an owl. I keep seeing an owl. Oh, I just got the chills right now. Woo. And basically they just kept saying, like, you know, they were just getting hypnosis and all that. And they were getting questions.
Honestly,
like, what did you see? It was an owl. But then when they came deeper into it was an alien.
That owls somehow are connected to, like, extraterrestrial kind of thing.
I don't know about that, because I know owls are wise as fuck, and I know there is some sort of, because even Native like, you know, the Native Americans, they liked owls, and I don't feel like it has something to do with the connection of aliens though.
No.
Nah.
I've heard and I've seen a lot of stuff that has to do with it like that. Seen a couple YouTube. I seen a YouTube video like that. Shit, they went to like a freaking mountain near Area 51, and it's just like apparently these guys always go there, and they say that every time they do get any sort of like experience with it, they always see owls. And whenever they don't see anything, they never see any owls. So or hear any owls.
So when you got abducted in your dream, what was that about?
I don't know. Like I saw myself in my own room, and like I don't know where like my whole dream went white. Like but I was just like
White Noise.
No,
that's another
just like
movie.
Oh yeah, White Noise is about ghosts. It's about the frequencies.
You don't think they're aliens?
Yeah.
Multiverse.
Oh, shut up. Trying to do like freaking the movie signs when they do the walkie-talkies that are the ones that connect to the freaking spaceship so they could hear them.
Yeah.
That's just freaking funny. But yeah, crazy shit. Crazy shit. Do you guys think we will ever make contact with one? Like.
Well, I mean, the government has already.
Yeah, but I mean,
without a doubt. But personally, I don't know about personally.
Like some District 9 kind of shit is ever gonna happen.
I think maybe like 12 years from now.
12 years. I want it to happen sooner than later, to be honest. Like, I want to meet them like 5 years at least. Now, I don't want to wait 10 years. 5 years is cool, but it might be reasonable. 10 years. I don't know how long it's gonna take for us humans to be ready for it.
Look at how long like we've been hearing about aliens and freaking now we still feel like we don't even know anything about them. So how is it that in so many years like people haven't even why are they so clueless on this?
There's a helicopter. The helicopter from Afghanistan, so when we were in war with Afghanistan, there was a helicopter that crashed, the Bin Laden, when they killed Bin Laden, it crashed or whatever. They all survived.
Oh, yeah, uh-huh.
They had pictures of the helicopter, and like, it was like, no one's ever seen a helicopter like that. Like, I'll look up the picture. The wings are fucking crazy. Like, it doesn't look like it's from like the U.S.
So is that why they bombed it?
Huh?
Is that why they
What
bombed
I'm
it?
trying to say is like I feel like the U.S. has their own fucking like spaceships and shit. Like UFOs, my bad, spaceships.
How's it on?
Huh? Do you get me?
My YouTube.
Yeah, no, that's. I didn't know about
Do you
that.
think there's
but-
aliens living among us? Like
Yeah.
that look exactly like us. We just don't know it. Like we might be walking past one like down the street. One of them might actually be like a friend.
No.
Nah, I don't know. I never thought about like that, but I do believe that they.
Because you do some weird shit.
I was thinking, I'm
She was
like.
like,
Nah, I'm
she
just
was going
kidding.
through all her friends.
Nah, because
Because you're out of this world. That's all.
Because I do believe that they are among us and shit, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, yeah, for real, it could be literally anybody, dude. It could be you, for all I know.
Imagine you're getting high with the alien room, huh?
That's right. Hey, they come in peace. Hey, the first alien I see, I hope he comes walking to me like, hey, I come in peace.
I'm gonna have a fucking motherfucking
You wanna smoke
blunt
some?
roll
You wanna
going
smoke
out
some
for
of this shit right here? Oh hell yeah!
And then he
Shit.
comes out, he's like, I got better shit.
Like nigga, Shapiro over here fucking his AK-47 and shit.
AK-47.
That's right.
The AKs
Look
over
at these nugs. Look at that.
I'm trying to look at that helicopter.
The helicopter. So it's the same exact one you're talking about when they took out Bin Laden, right?
Yeah, it crashed. They had pictures of it from after, and the fucking
But wasn't it
The
just a
pieces-
couple of pieces though?
no, they had the
So
whole
the
fucking
cover up.
Yeah, it was still like it was weird.
Hey, yeah, you needed to find that article, those pictures, because I knew they blew it up because there was even the SEAL Team 6 movie and shit, you know? They say that they blew up the helicopter, but then I did not know that.
So that's the top part, but I want to show you the wing part that I'm talking about. Like, you know the top part that goes
that
like
looks
this?
regular. That's the top of the.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm gonna show you the top. I don't know what the fucking thing is.
The propeller or
Yeah.
something like that.
I'm gonna show you. The propeller is what's fucking crazy.
That's what it goes. That's how it sounds.
You're a weirdo, Josh.
Yeah, when it comes to.
But we are weirdos though. We cool. I ain't gonna lie. We are good. We freaks of nature.
We are. We really are. You're all animals. Animals.
Alright, so I'm glad y'all tuned in to our very first episode of the Faded Theory podcast. I'm Ruben once again. I'm glad I had Josh with me. Sapia, our main other host right here.
Thanks for the invite.
Thank you very much for tuning in. Catch you guys next time.
See you later, guys.
Bye.